Oh my gosh, good morning YouTube. Why am I awake at 6:45 on my Saturday, which is my only day off, to go buy some used tires? Come on, I work tomorrow and I have today off. Come see what a split weekend is like for me. Okay, now we're gonna go get the tires. Tires acquired. Attired. Now that that errand has been run, let me officially welcome you to the video log. Today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. I work tomorrow, which I will bring you along for as best as I can. I also worked yesterday, so I have a 1-day weekend, and then I have a 4-day week, and then I have a 4-day weekend, which kind of sucks. Initially, I was gonna have a 6-day work stretch, which was gonna be very long, but I did swap weekends with someone, and then I go out of town for like 24 hours, and then I work the day that I come back, and then I have the next day off. We'll see how that goes and how I like that. I am excited to have today because I have a lot of catching up on things to do with YouTube's TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. I don't have any followers. If you're interested in my finance stuff, I'm gonna be posting a ton over there. And I need to catch up on our business. Posted a video about that. Did not do well, so I won't talk too much about that. And then I need to catch up on house stuff a little bit, which I did do a little bit of. We cleaned last night, but I need to do like laundry and just kind of get my shit together. So today's just gonna be like a productive weekend day, hopefully with a little bit of mixed in relax. Think we can make that happen? First task of the day was, there goes my computer, checking my new business bank account to make sure it has been funded by my first YouTube brand deal. What I see for myself is that this channel can be an outlet to share what my life is looking like and what the things that I'm passionate about are. Right now, that's a financial journey, kind of like a coming of age journey as I figure out my career and piece that all together. And so I'm just kind of like sharing and trying to keep it as honest as possible. If it can make me money, that's fantastic, because then that allows me to afford the time to put more love and energy into it. Also, I'm very poor. I'm currently $119,000 in debt. $118,000 actually, I believe, is the most recent update. I do think we paid off a good chunk of that. So progress, baby. Next, I have a video ready that I just need to cut down for a TikTok/reel. I've been sharing like how I'm budgeting my paycheck updates. So I got paid on Friday, so I'm gonna make one of those and post it, so that'll be up. One thing in my vlogs is that the location doesn't change, but the time does. It is now 11. And I just edited a TikTok and got it posted on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I think that tonight I want to bake cookies. And since it's 11 and I want to bake cookies later tonight, I need to get the butter out now. We used to use the Costco grass-fed butter, but they got rid of it. So now we're Kerrygold. So now we're Kerrygold gorgeous. So now we're Kerrygold gordy. Now we are, is there a bear? Now we are Kerrygold girlies. Say that 5 times fast. Which childhood me would think that this is a sign of wealth, but I didn't realize that butter is actually not that expensive. So I'm making bougie cookies tonight, according to young childhood me. The next task on my list is to update our meal board so we know what we're eating what nights. But this week we are having pre-made meals because Jake and I simply have not had even 45 minutes at night to put together a meal. Like, that's just not happening this week. It'll be better to just do pre-made meals, but then we can kind of schedule how it is. Next on my super productive adventures is to get the laundry started. We recently moved a lot around in our basement, so I thought I'd give you a little updated basement tour. It is not cute at all, decorated or finished by any means, but it does do the job. You guys are shaking because the 3D printers are 3D printing. This space has stayed the same, where we have like the couch, TV, which is a mess. That corner is all storage. And then we have the wood stove that was here that we put in last year. The vibes down here are very cozy when we have the wood stove going in like a movie or whatever. This half is what's different. You'll recall that the gym has been in the garage, which is right next door, and I'll show you what we moved to the garage because this was where our business was. We tried to shoot content or really do anything. The background was like this, which just does not look crisp, clean, fab. And then we also just needed a little bit more space, functional, because this is a very small, like 12 by 12 foot room. Keel has moved fully into the garage now. And it's a bit of a mess as well because Jake is currently working. This is the new garage setup. So he has lasers, whatever. You can watch my last vlog to kind of know what we do. But the meth lab is in here. But yeah, this space looks really awesome. And now it looks a lot more like a workshop. And the lighting is also better because as you can tell, it's like very yellow down here. And we tried to change it, but it's not regular bulbs. Too big of a project. So instead of changing light bulbs and light fixtures, we moved. Jake did all the work on that one, so can't take any credit there. And now we'll get the basement kind of pieced together and cozier, but it's not a priority. It serves a function and I don't need it to be like aesthetically pleasing yet. I would love it to feel super cozy down the line, but we're actually gonna do a ton of work down there in a couple years. So it just needs to do a job now. Anyways, I'm gonna eat a healthy lunch. One thing about me is I often get Progresso, the soup, and Progressive, the insurance company, flip-flopped, and I'm always like, ring ring Progressive, because I could see Flo saying that. Hot. Whenever we have a male shopper, we get a bunch of messages about how things aren't in stock. And whenever we have a female shopper, we don't get those same messages. We get everything we ordered. And I'm just making an observation there, okay? Today, however, we had a female shopper. Here's a little grocery haul. Starting with a lump of ground beef. We're actually saving up to buy a quarter cow now, but they're out of stock of the better ground beef, so we bought crappy ground beef. And if that kills me, then that kills me. Because it's not like I'm doing much better with the next item, which is a chicken pot pie. And then also our other pre-made meal of the week is lasagna. So this will be good for this week because they're just pop in, call it done. I like just don't even have time to function. Like we didn't clean our house for 2 weeks because we didn't have time. We didn't have time, we were sitting around scrolling TikTok. Like we genuinely get home and work. So there's just no time. Bread, shredded lettuce, bagels, a bunch of instant rice, milk, corn for the taco bowls, love corn. Black beans for the taco bowls, and then some apples. I think I say it in every video where we get an Instacart order. It was the best decision ever to switch to that because we would spend 3 hours a week grocery shopping. So now we don't do that. I said it to Jake 100 times, but like house chores are my least favorite thing. The minute I pay off my student loans, I'm hiring a maid. I am. It's 2:18. I did take a nap. I don't regret it. We are leaving the house, kids.
Who's driving?
We'll take the Subaru, but you can drive. We got into a little tussle earlier because somebody, I won't name names, was backseat driving a little. Yeah, I want a coconut water. It's fall, y'all. The blendies are out.
Flexible.
Not flexible, that's the freaking problem. My favorite part of summer is that you just stick your feet into the shoes. Never believe where we are. We don't come here ever. Avada Kedavra. I take a lot of issue actually with stores having Christmas stuff out. I've Pavloved myself to get Mentos every time we come to Home Depot. So, yeah. I'm trying to be better with my time. Actually, no, I'm not trying. This is a new thing that I just thought of right now as I'm talking. I'm gonna budget my time better the same way that I budget my money and give myself guilt-free time where I can do whatever the fuck I want. Because sometimes I feel guilty for having spent 4 hours playing Call of Duty when actually I shouldn't because I worked the rest of the whole day and it's my only day off this week. I think spending 4 hours relaxing should be an acceptable trait. Maybe that's a hot take, but I need to budget my time so that I need to organize that a little better. But now it's 9 o'clock and I need to. So Krispy Kreme, clean. Good morning, happy Sunday. I have a rule on weekends where I don't like try to get into work by any time. I just have a slow morning, but I do have to be at work by 9. and it's almost 8. And it's a 30-minute drive, so I do kind of need to hustle a little bit now. Do you stay in one place or walk around when you're brushing your teeth? Personally, I walk around. Jake started my car this morning.
Yeah, mobile mechanic.
Come tell him. He went out to start my car and he comes back in and he starts yapping. He topped off my windshield wiper fluid.
And then your reservoir for your windshield wiper fluid is loose, so I'm fixing that.
And he's just putting a bolt in. Screw.
Plastic clip.
Plastic clip.
Got them 3 sizes.
At 8:02 on a Sunday morning. Pick 'em good, guys. Pick 'em good. I'm also learning more about tea. This is a safe space, but I never really realized that the amount of time you have to steep tea actually mattered. I thought there was like a minimum time that you had to steep the tea for all the flavor to get out. But I guess I drink Earl Grey in the morning, the longer you steep it, the more bitter it gets, which kind of makes sense. But I never really knew that. So I'm gonna try to just steep it for like 3 minutes so that it doesn't get bitter, but all the flavor comes out. But I thought like more flavor equals longer, but it gets more bitter. So if you didn't know that, now you do. And if you did know that, don't tell me about it. I went to put the milk away and I was like, that's weird. I feel like I put this away. Not a good start. Not a good start at all. My job, I float between IRF and acute care because our hospital has both. And this Sunday I am on acute care, which is honestly my favorite on weekends because we just have a ton of evals, which are my favorite to do. So once I get inside, I'll just start chart reviewing and then I'll just go crank out my people. Today is so busy. The first thing I do whenever I get home is I change my clothes. Some days faster than others. Last week, I really needed to change my clothes.
Got shit on.
I did get pooped on at work. It is a hazard of the job. And I did also change at work and wore some hospital scrubs. But I was like, I need to shower immediately. But when I texted Jake to tell him that I had poop on me at work, he was like, you pooped your pants? But I changed and we're gonna eat dinner and then go for a little walk skis. It's definitely getting dark earlier and I'm definitely not a fan. Do you remember that time yesterday when I was like, I'm gonna pull this butter out so I can bake cookies, and then I never showed me baking cookies? That's because I never actually baked the cookies, so I'm gonna do that now. Okay, first of all, can we talk about this freaking hair nugget that is out? I have genuinely no idea. I think that chunk of hair just started to grow all of a sudden. I don't think I'm capable of filming while baking because I am not even capable of baking while baking. I get so distracted and then I never measure anything right and I always fuck it up. So I'm just gonna focus. You guys are resting on oranges if you're wondering why the angle's so weird, but I bought this as my graduation gift to myself off Facebook Marketplace for $100, and it's my favorite thing ever. Ready? 1, 2, 3, cookies. I may have made them too big. We will find out. I underdid the chocolate chips, but they still turned out delicious. So, thanks for coming to my vlog. It was a pleasure to have you. Maybe next time we could do something fun. Subscribe. It supports my channel.